Hey YouTubers, it's Kizzy Greenfingers here, and this is my weeping willow, corkscrew willow to be precise, or curly willow, whatever you want to call it. It's got a few names, but it's been 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, since I wired some critical branches. Critical. Now I say critical because if I left them any longer, then you're going to have to use a thicker wire and it just bites in so much. And that's my trunk. It's getting old. Yeah, it's not diseased, which that's what I thought many years ago when I saw it on the actual mother tree. But yeah, that is the trunk getting old, and that is what we've wired so far. And yeah, it's been 2 weeks, and some of these wires are going to need removing. That is a dead cert. And some can stay on. But we've got so much new shoots coming out now, which is good. But we're not going to need all those shoots. But we'll get it out and we'll let you have a better look. There we go. So we got a better look. If the phone will focus. There we go. We'll try it like that. So there's a better look, but we've got branches that don't need to be there and they need to come off ASAP. Because if you don't, they'll just thicken up and it will just make the whole tree look out of proportion, and you'll be like, 4 years for nothing. I'll be like, no, it's okay. We'll sort something out. So we're sorting something out. But that's it. That's taken 4 years to get that like that, and that looks epic. Yeah, if I do say so myself, that looks epic. Well, I can't see anyone else bonsaiing a weeping willow the way I'm doing, because it takes hours, if not hundreds of hours. This has taken hundreds of hours in the last 4 years from a cutting. But I wouldn't sell it. So I brought her in just so we can do what we're going to do. But I've had a vision, ladies and gentlemen. I've had a vision. And that vision is, well, we've got like, what am I trying to say? We've got like 2 stages of this tree. We got a bottom, then we got a top. And then I'm thinking another top on top of the top. You get me? I know, I don't explain things the best, but just hear me out here. So let's get rid of that one there, because that just looks out of place. And that is not for the vision that I have got. Now E needs to grow out. Now these can all come off probably. Well, that one can stay. That other top one can probably go. He's not serving any purpose whatsoever. Pow, he off. You got to be ruthless with the weeping. And then we just look around the tree and think, yes, well, do you need to be there? Yes, you do. But you need wiring. It needs wiring. But that can wait till come winter. When all the leaves have gone. Because it's nearly like January, February when the leaves actually fall off a weeping willow. They're quite late losers, shall we say. Quite late losers. But yeah, I've got my hands full. I've got a lot of work to be doing. A lot of work come the fall. But part of the wiring is to keep its shape and compact how I want it. And alright, maybe some of these wires are going to have to come off. Maybe in this episode. But some won't. And we'll get to that stage later on. See, like him, look at that. That just looks well out of place. So he's coming right out. And that's how you get your bends. Pow, he off. That looks a lot better now. See, sometimes less is less is more. More is less. I don't know where I'm going with that, but yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. We can do that. He needs to come off. Look at him. It's just growing well out of proportion with the rest of the tree, ladies and gentlemen. You get rid of that and look at that. Oh my God, it's a work of art in the making. In the making, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, that looks epic. I'm not going to lie, that does look epic like that. Yeah, so we'll keep him like that. Oh, that looks great. This tree is a masterpiece. It is. It's a work of art, if I do say so myself. But as you can see, just removing that one branch, it's starting to get that vision, ladies and gentlemen. And once it's losed all its leaves, you'll see that vision. You'll be like, oh, I see his vision. I see his vision. See, ones like he need to come out. All these longer ones, like growing up like that, they will get cut off in a minute. I'm just trying to see how many of those branches need to come off, really. And he's the first. Pow, he off. He off. And what that does, that about the littler branches that are under that canopy to flourish, ladies and gentlemen, to flourish. That's the one. Like he's doing nothing at all. He can come out. Pow. Yeah. If you want a masterpiece, you're gonna have to be ruthless. And this is how I do it. This is how I'm doing it. I'm winning. Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, wired it 2 weeks ago, didn't we? Me. And got a bit scared the other day. 2 days ago. I was like, oh no, it's biting already. That's only because it's a newer branch, but it's a weeping willow, so it is going to bite in. And you've got to be on the ball. You don't get a tree like this when you're not on the ball, because you leave that any more days and that's just going to bite in, and it will introduce infection to that tree and that branch, and yeah, you'll probably lose that whole branch, unfortunately. So you don't want that happening. It's like here. So he didn't do very well, so we get rid of him, and I let another one grow in front of it. And that's what I say, because you get branches that die off all the time. So I like to have a backup, and that was my backup, ladies and gentlemen. So now he's off. We just bend him like that, and look. Oh, it's a great weeping willow, kissy green fingers. That looks great. It does. It's looking all right. It's looking all right. To be honest, it's looking epic. It looks epic. We got a few more years yet. We're getting it looking even more epic. Like him. Oh yeah. That's my third, like a third top. So you got your bottom here, then you got your top, and then this is going to be like the third top. I know. It's going to look crazy. It's going to look crazy if it works out. If it doesn't, I just cut it and get rid of it. So that's why I've left some of these branches on the top. Not in though. I'm cutting these other ones back. So the ones I do want to grow out, they've got all the energy going to those branches, you see. And that's what we're going for that triple top. Pow. But yeah, it's a work in the making, isn't it? But look at that. Oh, wow. Look at it. I'm sorry, YouTubers, but even I get excited when I look at my masterpiece. Anywho, so you want to sort out these bottoms, because we've got too much going on the bottom, and I don't like the branches actually touching the floor, because you can get bugs and all sorts come from the floor going up to your tree, your prize winning tree, And you don't want that happening, because you've got enough problems with bloody green fly and all sorts going on. You get me? So you just want to have a look and go, yeah, well, that's for that bit, that's for that bit. That's going to weep down like that. So just working my way around this corkscrew willow. Just making sure that none of the branches are too long, like E. You see E? Look at him. E a long un. Well, he can come off about out there. That's what I reckon. Because doing that as well, you'll promote secondary branches come out from the side of that branch that you've just cut. Now, those side branches won't survive through the winter. I will tell you that now. But you'll thicken up that, you'll girth up that branch before the winter comes. By God, you saw my nose. Hello. That's my nose, that is. But yeah, he's working hard, he is. Bless him. Bless his cotton socks. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We are getting there, ladies and gentlemen. It's starting to all look tidy. Do you know what I mean? Tidy. But you just got to be patient, really, isn't it? People don't bonsai to rush things, do they? It's more of a, well, for me, it's an escapism, I think. Especially this tree. This tree just gives me so much joy. And stress, to be honest, stress. Because, yeah, you wire it, you can't leave it on too long. That's 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. But that is a newish branch, that is. Oh, you should be a newish branch, so that's just 2 weeks. So this is an older branch, this one. And look, I wired that. We'll just peel her back and have a look. See? That's the indentation in that branch is half of what it is in that one, where you can see. And that's because that top one is a newer branch, so they go quicker. And the older branches grow slower. I'm Gizzy Greenfingers. See you next time. Ta-ra for now.